Okay, hello guys. Happy New Year. This is our first time seeing each other in 2023. Hello, Chen Xing, how are you? Right, Happy New Year. Okay, so while I wait for everyone to come in, yes, hello, Che Xian. Is this your first time here? Okay, Che Xian, is this your first time? I've not seen you before, have I? Sorry, yeah, I couldn't remember you. Oh, which branch are you from, by the way? Very handsome on notes cover. Well, thank you. In case you guys realize, I changed my cover. Like finally, I don't look like a politician anymore. Oh, USJ. Okay, nice. Okay, yes, Jing Yang. Hello. Is this your first time here as well? Is this my first time seeing you? Sorry, sometimes I have so many students that I can't remember everyone. Okay, I will. Give me some time. Okay, hello Jin Yang. Is this your first time here? Oh, replacement class. Okay. Are you from Yu Qing's or Honey's class? Just curious. Okay, so hello Yashwini. How are you? Oh, Honey. Okay. Sure. Right, so guys, if you receive your notes, right, hang on, if you receive your notes, right, inside you will notice there's 3 copies of things. So let me clarify. The first copy is this. I know some of you did this in school already because some of my students have. This is the first one. You haven't received the notes yet. Chen Xing, if can you speak to Auntie? Ask her where's the note. Maybe it's being delivered to you. Okay, check with her. So this is the first copy. And then you should realize that there is a biology note inside and there's a chemistry note inside. Right? And right, before I move on, guys, may I know when's your science paper? Is it gonna be next week or is it gonna be next week? This one I have to know. Or next Wednesday, right. Because here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing, hang on, guys. Someone is coming in. Yes, hello, Jenny. Uh, is this your first time here as well? Wow, we have so many new faces today. You haven't gotten your notes yet. Okay, for those who haven't gotten your notes, I'm sure it is being delivered to you, I hope. Please check with your auntie or whatever branch you are from, please check with them because I am not too sure where your note is. I am not post laju. I wish I can tell you, but I can't. Right? Yes, Jenny, hello. And right, here's the thing, guys. This copy, wow, I have so many things to say. Right. This copy has 2 paper. One is the set 1 and another is set 2. So here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Today I'm going to finish set 1, okay, to prepare you for your exam. And next week, right? Okay, this is very weird because next week I don't know whether should I talk about set 2 or whether should I go into the biology and chemistry thing. Because some of you finish your exam already, some of you haven't, so I'm still kind of undecided lah for now lah. But hopefully next week we'll see how. Okay, we'll see how. And for the plan was okay for week 2, week 3, and week 4 we will go into chemistry and biology. All right, we will have a little sneak peek of what your form 4 is like. Because I know many of you are going to pure science, so I'm going to talk about biology and chemistry. Just nothing difficult, guys. Don't worry. Okay, it's more of a very pleasant study thing. Okay, for once you're not studying for exam, you're just studying for fun. And if you are saying that, sir, I'm not taking bio and physics or chemistry, we are not taking pure science next year, then you say, so then I learn for what, leh? Don't worry, because whatever you're learning next or next week, the biology and chemistry stuff, you will learn the same thing in science, as in general science. You will still be learning the same thing. So I picked something that, that you will learn for, I don't care whether it's you're taking pure science or sub-science, you'll still be learning them. Right? So I can't wait. I can't wait for you to finish your PD3, your final exam, so that we can go learn something a little bit more interesting. Because let's face it, I have repeated these Form 3 stuff to a point I want to vomit already. Aren't you? Aren't you? It's like, oh my God, sir, why is it the same thing again? Okay, I want to go into new stuff with you, but unfortunately, we still have a paper to go. Right, so guys, let's move on. Okay, so for this first set, right? I'm gonna skip the objective, right? Because the objective you can do it yourself. I don't want to waste time here. All right, so anyway, we shall go straight into section B, into section B, paper 2, section B. Is the answer available in GC? I will put it in GC this weekend. I will put it in GC so you can check it by then. Okay. So anyway, so this is number 1. I'll just go through this quickly lah. So a visibility vest. This is for your eye. Okay, and a horn. This is for your ear. Wow, damn, this is so easy. So B, image that falls on the blind spot would not be seen. Since this is a blind spot, you will not see anything. So yes, that is true. That is true. And number 2, food will be more delicious when the nose is pinched, right? When you pinch your nose, there's no sense of smell. Your food should taste terrible. It's like when you have a when you have a cold, when you have flu, cold. Right, sorry, slip of the tongue. So this is false. This is a trick. I usually don't like using this, but here goes. If one is true, the other one will usually be false. Take note, usually. If your exam is unusual this time, then you don't try to be a smart ass and use this trick. But usually it's like that. Okay? There's a use it with discretion. Okay, anyway, 2A, diagram 2 shows a model of human respiratory system. Tick the boxes provided to show the correct parts. Okay, this question, I think we've done it before. So this is the trachea. Yes, it is. This thing is the trachea. And then these two is the bronchus, not the diaphragm. Diaphragm is down here. And then R is the lungs. Yes, it is. And S is the bronchus. No, this is the diaphragm. So Q and S is actually reversed. Okay, easy peasy. Guys, I have a curious question. Did you guys study for the 2 weeks of holiday? Not trying to guilt trip you, but did you study? Last week only. Okay, good, good. I mean, if you play 1 week, then you study 1 week, that's fair enough lah. Doing project was like, okay, good, that's good. Any of you here that did not study at all? I'm not trying to guilt trip you, but yes, I'm looking at you. If you study a bit, okay. How do you explain yourself? Yes, really? Is there anything you want to say? I mean, I'm not gonna judge. No pressure there. Okay, right. See, so B. Did a little bit of sleep throughout. Why? You hope when you lie on your notes, the thing just magically diffuse into your brain, is it? I'm afraid absorption doesn't work that way. Right, moving on. So B, circle the composition of inhaled air for the following components. So inhaled air is your atmospheric air, right? So your atmospheric air is 21% oxygen and 0.03% carbon dioxide. Guys, for God's sake, this is Form 1, right? And what about the other number, the 16% and the 4% one? This is exhaled air. When you exhale your air, there will be less oxygen, okay, obviously, because you used it, and there will be more carbon dioxide because you throw it out. Okay? Can I? Can I? Hang on, guys. Yes, hello. 诶，怎么你会来的？这是 English class 嘞，这是 English class 嘞。Are you okay with English? 为什么你会来的？Okay, so okay. So we are in this paper one paper one Okay. So let's move on. Number three. Number three. Natural element exists in two conditions, which are element, not only dinner. Okay. So element and compound. So who are the elements? So iron is an element, lead is an element. But usually you don't see iron in forms of element. You don't see iron or lead because they are very good looking. You only can find three, if you remember, which is your diamond, your gold, and silver. These three, they will not react with oxygen. No. Remember the good-looking chart? Silver and gold, they are too freaking ugly. Oxygen doesn't want to marry these two because they're too short. Right? And these two, bauxite and galena, they are your compound. Right? Bauxite is aluminium oxide and galena is your lead sulfide. Okay, so B, number one, okay, what is this fella doing? This is actually neutralizing the soil. You see, because you have acid rain, right? You have acid rain, right? So when acid rain drops to the ground, your soil will become acidic. Okay, your tanah will become acidic. Yes, Zihui, hello. We are in that new notes. Okay, the first one. So when your soil is very acidic, your plants will die. So what do? You put this calcium oxide, which is alkali, okay, alkali, you neutralize the soil. Okay, and this means it has a base property. You might say, sir, what the hell is base? Base is it means alkaline. Right? You might say, sir, alkaline is alkaline one. Why got base one? Because you see, next year when you learn chemistry, right? Next year when you learn chemistry, right? You will learn this diagram. Inside is alkaline, outside is base. All alkalis are base, but not all base are alkaline. Alkaline is a subset of base. What the hell, sir? Why is there maths here? Guys, you learn this, right? This is set, remember? Your Venn diagram. Oh, why is this thing here? This is next year, right? So basically, base and alkaline, they are the same thing. They are the same thing. You can say something is alkaline or something is base. This is next year chemistry already. Okay, next year chemistry. Any of you not going to not going to pure science? Any of you not going to pure science? Or have you not have you oh 你 for sure 你不会去 pure science okay, here's the thing guys. Or who's not decided yet? Any of you still not decided? Any of you still don't know which one you should go? I mean, you're gonna get in. Okay, okay. How do you know, Shen? How do you know? Maybe you will. Because okay. A word of advice, guys. A word of advice, because this week, right, I have a lot of Form 3 students asking me, sir, should I go pure science or should I not go pure science? This, you have to ask yourself. Okay, you have to ask yourself, what are you going to do next time? Have you figured it out? Have you figured it out? If you say, sir, I'm going to be a designer, I'm going to be an accountant, then it makes no sense. Why are you taking science, right? Don't do it because your friend is there. You see, I have many students like that one. Oh, sir, I go pure science, right? Because my friends are there. Or some even more ridiculous, they tell me, sir, I go pure science because it looks cool. I can flex to my friend. Wow, you see, I pure science. Hey, if you go pure science and you fail everything, it doesn't matter. Right? Right? You have to know, I have some students who go art, who went to art, and they got straight A's also. Please don't have that misconception thinking that, wow, if I tell people I study science, right, they will automatically think that I'm smart. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so all I can say is you live for yourself. Whatever you want to do next time, you follow your heart. Right? What if parents force the one you have to nego with them already? Your Asian mom wants you to become doctor. Please don't, please don't, please don't, please don't become a doctor, Chuanxing. Please don't. It's a freaking trap. Okay, you'll be overworked and you will die. What you want to become? Okay, so good question. Yashwini, that's a very good question. If you still don't know Sit home and play share. Hey, that's not an Asian dad. That's a very cool dad, actually. Okay, so if you still don't know what to do, if you can, you take pure science. Okay, why? Because if you take pure science and you don't like it, you can still go to arts. But if you take arts, right, and you say, you know what, accounting is not my thing, I want to go do pure science. Sorry, you cannot do that. So if you have no idea and you are good at studying, then yes, you can try pure science. Okay, but that means there's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of commitment. You don't think that going to science is very cool. Yes, going to science is very cool, but this coolness needs to pay one, you know. You have to pay by studying. There's more to study, there's more project, the exams are harder, the exams are more to study. So are you up for it? If you are not, then please don't try to act cool. Wow, you see, I science student. If you all get F, it doesn't matter. You still suck. Okay? You don't say I go science, you automatically become smart. Doesn't work that way. Right? Get to see rat. Rat? Got rat man? Frog, is it? Frog lah, not rats. Okay, so silicon is your melting point, high melting. This is your tiles, by the way. Okay, these are your tiles, by the way. Okay, coming from a science student, that's what I can tell you. Science is, or should I say this, guys, with great power comes great responsibility. I mean, you have heard this saying lah. So same thing. No, this is okay. It's a terrible picture lah. This is your floor tile. Anyway, so biomass and nuclear. So biomass is renewable, and your what is it again? Oh, sorry, your nuclear is non-renewable. Okay. So B, next, number one, the input voltage of step up is lower or higher than output. Okay, if this thing confuses you, please draw it out. Your input and output. So if it is a step up transformer, things go up. Okay, from 10 volt maybe to 100 volt. So the input is gonna be lower than output, right? Please draw it out. Please draw it out in case you get confused. Some people they cannot tell left and right apart one. You know there are people like that. You know there are people like that. If you cannot tell right and left apart, please do us a favor and don't drive. Okay, Malaysia road accident is bad enough. Take Grab instead, right? Or cycle. Anyway, number two, the step down transformer is used to decrease the voltage. Wow, this is so easy. Damn. Okay, 5A. So Earth's, what is a layer that protects the Earth from the danger of solar wind? Do you remember what is a solar wind? Or the radiation? Okay, you see, the sun is a very crazy. Your sun is like a crazy girlfriend. Okay, you are Earth. You are the poor little Earth. Okay, getting the onslaught of your girlfriend. Okay, shit, this is a very misogynistic statement. Right, so that is your magneto. So you try to protect your like this. Oh, right. Speaking about that, I heard that you have a new English teacher. Okay, how was teacher Eve? Surprise, huh? Okay, suddenly my wife is in DDC. She was cute. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, so some of my students say she's just like me. She's exactly like teacher Eddie. Is it? Okay, that's cool. I mean, me and my wife, we are very similar in terms of personality, lah. Okay, so anyway, number two, what is the layer situated below the corona? Okay, below the corona is your chromosphere. You can't see them usually. You only see them during eclipse. The one you see is photosphere. Okay, my handwriting can't be as bad. Hey, here's the thing, is her handwriting better? Because I have students say that her handwriting is equally as bad as mine. Similar. I'm going to tell her. Hey, she always bantam me one, okay? She always say my handwriting very terrible. Very bad, man. My handwriting very nice, okay? So B, the temperature of the surface of the sun is higher than the core. Is the surface higher than the core? No, it is not. The core is the hottest. The core is 15 million degrees Celsius. That's a lot of temperature. Okay, that's a lot of heat. So number two, the nuclear fission that occurs. Hey, wait, why am I writing true? This is false, sorry. The core should be hotter. Right, so number two, the nuclear fusion that occurs in the core converts hydrogen to helium. So yes, this is true. Okay, like I said, if one is false, usually the other one is true. Usually, right? Anyway, number six, mineral exists naturally in the Earth's crust in the form of element or compound. So give an example of natural element. As I said, there's only three things they exist as element. You have your gold, emas, you have silver, perak, or you have diamond, berlian, right? That's why these three, they are very expensive because they don't oxidize. They don't oxidize. They will not react with oxygen. They will stay shiny for the longest time. Right? So next, natural compound. Like the one I said just now, you have aluminium oxide, aluminium oxide, or you want to write bauxite also can, or you can write both. If you're feeling you're up to the challenge, you can write both. But please don't act smart. Please don't act smart. If you're not sure, then you stick to this. You don't act smart. Oh, I want to write two. I want to show who's smarter. Later you get wrong. I'm gonna laugh at you. Right? So just keep it simple. Okay. So just write this. Isn't this easier? Right? You change any metal you want. Zinc oxide, lead oxide, iron oxide, aluminum oxide, copper oxide, calcium oxide, whatever you like. So differentiate between natural element and natural compound. As we know, element only consists of one type of atom. Hanya mengandungi sejenis atom sahaja. Whereas a natural compound, they consist of more than one. Lebih daripada sejenis. Okay, can write particle. You can lah, but atom is better. Okay, because atom is the simplest, man. Right? So, guys, I hope it goes without saying. You should know this by now. Please do not write point form. You have to write everything in one straight sentence. Yes, I know it's very annoying. But you have to, right? So in this case, you have to say natural element consists of one type of atom, comma, natural compound consists of more than one type of atom. Full stop. You have to write this long ass sentence. Okay, don't ask me why. I don't make the rules. So do not write point form. Do not write point form. Okay, because if you do, your teacher will just not mark your paper. You will get a 0. Right, so B, diagram 6 shows a house built from various types of substances. One of the metal used is zinc. State the part of the house that uses this metal. So who uses zinc? Right, that would be your roof, your boom boom. Okay, you know what's a zinc roof? Do you know what is a zinc roof? Okay, we call it the awning lah. Malaysia is very famous for this. Okay, like I said you can almost hear this thing, isn't it? Isn't it? I bet some of your school the shade is made from this. You can almost hear the raindrops from here, right? If your neighbor has this, God have mercy it's going to be so noisy. So that's your zinc roof. Okay, so why use zinc? What characteristic of zinc allow the metal to be used in the parts of the house mentioned in B1? Why use zinc? Because zinc, they are able to withstand corrosion. Okay, they can withstand corrosion. In BM, boleh menahan hakisan. That means they can, yes, resistant to rusting, can resistant to, I have a student ask me, can I write last longer? You see, this is a very 50-50 answer, because last longer in terms of what? Some teachers, they might say okay, but some teachers will say, this is not specific enough. This, I mean, you are still in PD3 lah, so maybe it's okay. But next year, when you go biology, you cannot write answers like this because it's too general. Slow down rusting, yeah, I accept Yashini, I accept. Slow down rusting, I accept. Untuk memperlahankan pekaratan, okay, I accept. You have to relate to science, okay? Because last longer is not a scientific word. Okay, you have to relate everything to science. So number 3, predict the condition of the metal after 7 years. Explain your prediction. So after 7 years, you will still see this, right? I mean, they don't last evergreen lah, right? They will still rust, they will still corrode. It is corroded, or you can say rusted. Akan terhakis. I mean, 7 years is a very long time lah. So explain your prediction. Why is it corroded? Because they can still react with, rusting is to react with oxygen. You still have 21% of oxygen in the air, right? Because they react with oxygen in air. Okay, bertindak balas dengan oksigen di dalam udara. Okay, you will still react with oxygen. Guys, a little bit of extra info here. If you buy a silver chain, do you know silver, they also react with oxygen? Right? I mean, if you say, sir, I thought just now you say silver can tahan one. Yes, they can. 99% can. But you see, if you buy a chain or whatever, a necklace or whatever made from silver, 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road, you will start to see your silver is not as shiny anymore. Why? Because they oxidize. That's why you have to go to those jewelry shop, and you have to tell them to polish your silver for you, right? Because they will remove the oxygen layer, and now your silver chain, your silver necklace will look new again. They will still oxidize. Okay, you will still get something called silver oxide. So you see, silver is not as good as gold. Gold, they langsung won't oxidize one. If you have the money to wear gold, but as I said, in Malaysia, please don't wear gold. Malaysia is not known for its safety. In Singapore, you can. Okay, in Singapore, you can. In Malaysia, you wouldn't want to wear 100,000 Rolex on your wrist and go out because they might chop your arm off, right? So just don't do it, right? Anyway, so I mean, silver is cheap so you can still wear silver, but they still oxidize, right? So anyway, number 7, Mr. Lim wants to buy a new electric kettle. He refers to the energy efficiency label affixed to 2 electric kettles of different modes, X and Y. So I'm sure you have seen this before. I've mentioned this a million times, right? So of course, the higher the star, the better. Okay, do you guys always buy 5-star? I have a curious question, guys. Your aircon at home, is it 5-star? Your aircon is 3. Okay, mine is 3 too. Mine is 3. Your fridge is 4-star. Okay. Any of you has full set 5-star? Your aircon, you have like 6 aircon, everything is 5-star. Your kettle is 5-star. Your water heater is 5-star. Everything is 5-star. Your fridge with screen. Okay, actually stop flexing. Yours usually 4. Okay, so I mean, theoretically speaking, you will go for 5-star. But sometimes cost is the main concern. Okay, you know what? I'll talk about this later. So as you can see here, okay, what is this number here? Okay, I teach you how to read this thing. Do you remember what is a kWh? If you remember this, 1 kWh equals to 1 unit. So TNB will charge you maybe 20 cents per unit, 30 cents per unit, or 40 cents per unit. Depends on how much you use per month lah. So that would be your, that's your 1 unit. So you see, this is in 1 year. A 3-star kettle will use 350 units in a year. Whereas a 5-star, you see, this is very amazing. A 5-star uses 163 only. This is even less than half. Right? The half of 350 is 175, right? This is even less than that. So you see, 5-star is much better. Of course lah, okay? No shit, Sherlock. Right? So state 2 function of the energy efficiency label, right? So by the way, these things, these stickers they only start to become common in these 10 years. 10 if I'm not mistaken, because previously my old aircons they have no sticker one. Right? So why have this sticker? Okay, why have this sticker? Number 1 is to educate the consumers. Untuk mendidik pengguna. To educate consumers like us. I mean, last time when you buy an aircon, you don't get a sticker like this. But if you go to the side of the aircon, you can still see a number there. But people don't bother one lah, right? Because it's a small number. Now they bring the number in front and they use a red color sticker. Why red? Because red is very attention drawing. So when you see red, you go and read. It's just like your road sign lah. Your road sign is usually red or yellow so that they can draw your attention. So this is the same thing. This is to tell you what you should use, right? And then number 2, what's the function? This is to tell you how much energy they use. Okay, this is to state the energy consumption of an appliance. Right, guys, my answer might be different from the answer scheme because this is what I write. The answer scheme is just a reference. Sometimes if your answer is reasonable, okay, it's still a correct answer. So untuk menyatakan, okay, menyatakan penggunaan tenaga sesebuah perkakas. Okay, it shows you how much it uses in a year. Now, 5-star is really good. 5-star is really good if you can afford it lah. Okay, 5-star is really good. So B, in your opinion, which model of electric kettle is more suitable to be used in order to save the cost of electricity? Well, no shit, you have to use model Y because it's 5-star. Right? So explain your answer. It has higher efficiency. Okay, efficiency is the keyword guys. Lebih cepat or kecekapan yang lebih tinggi. It is more efficient, so it saves energy. Okay, menjimat tenaga. I mean, if you care for the earth lah, Right, so 3 marks here. You should give 3 points here. Saves money. Saves money in terms of what? You have to say. Right, saves money by saving energy. You have to relate it back to energy because it's about energy efficiency. So we have to use the word energy. You have to use the word efficiency. Tenaga dan kecekapan. These are the key words. Right? Next year, when you go biology, you keep seeing keywords. It will annoy the shit out of you because you write your biology answer 4 lines, but if there's no keyword, you will get a big cross there. Your answer will be wrong. Very annoyingly. Okay, but I miss teaching biology lah. I really do. I mean, 2 years back, if you join TDC, I'll be teaching biology, but unfortunately, my schedule doesn't allow. Okay, I mean, biology is a very fun subject to learn. It's just that the exam is not so fun. Right, anyway, so number C, if you buy 1 electric kettle model Y and 2 models, sorry, X and 2 model of Y, why in the hell would you buy 3 electric kettle? Anyway, okay, not our concern, right? So calculate the cost of electricity consumption for all the electrical kettles in a year, given the cost per unit of electricity is 25 cents. Right, so if you look at here, Model X uses 350 units in a year, right? So for Model X, how much energy does it use? 350 times 25 cents. Because 1 unit is 25 cents, you own many Airbnb. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Wow, business-minded, Yashwini. I can see someone wants to be a landlord next time. Right, so what's the answer, guys? What's the answer? Sorry, I don't have any calculator here. Would you mind to calculate this for me? 350 times 0.25, and what do you get? And of course, we need to calculate for model Y as well. 87.5, thank you. So we are paying 87 ringgit and 50 cents to use this for 1 year. Right? So what about Y? Y, they are using 163 units. So 163 times 25 cents. And don't forget, he bought 2 Model Y. So you have to times 2. So what's this answer again? Remember the times 2, remember to times 2 because this is part of the question. So 81.2. Is it? Oh, 0.5. Okay. Should you bracket then times 2? Same thing lah. Bracket or no bracket doesn't matter, This is not addition minus also. Right. Okay, so what can this tell us? You see, even 2 Model Y, you still save more electricity than X. Right? You still save more electricity than X. Okay. Okay, let's talk about something I mentioned just now. I mean, yes, 5-star is the best. Everyone knows. But in real life situation, we don't always go for 5-star because we still have to look at the cost, right? You see, if you use 1 unit of this Model Y, you are paying 87 ringgit per year. If you are using 1 unit of Model Y, you are paying, let's say, 40 bucks per year. You save 40 bucks of electricity per year. Okay, fair enough. So if this kettle is 150 ringgit, and if this kettle is like 200 ringgit, then it makes no sense. This is better. You see, just by using your kettle for 2 years, you get your money back. Right? Right? But it's not always that straightforward, isn't it? Right. If let's say this is some lousy brand like Panasonic, not Panasonic, Pansonic, the Malaysia lousy one, they try to copy Panasonic. And then if this is like Electrolux, guys, do you know what is Electrolux? It's one of the most expensive brand of appliance. Let's say they sell you this for 400 ringgit. Okay, now you should start to consider, is it really worth to pay extra 250 just to save that 40 bucks of electricity per year? You get what I mean? You get what I mean? Because you see, sometimes things are not always that straightforward. Okay, case in point, I went for aircon shopping 2 weeks ago. Okay, I just maybe I want to change the new aircon. And when I look at the 3-star aircon, the 3-star aircon is very affordable, 1,001 ringgit. Okay, everyone can afford it. But if you look at those Panasonic or some kind of branded 5-star, my goodness, some aircon can be as expensive as 3,000. Walao, I'm spending 3 times more money leh. Do you think it's worth it? So it depends on you, right? So if you say, okay, sir, I don't mind paying a little bit more because I want to save the environment. Yeah, sure, go ahead. But you have to know, in terms of durability, this is more durable. Why? Because yes, this wastes a lot of electricity because it is a simpler design. This is a high technology design. That's why they cost more. That's why they save electricity. How do you think it saves electricity? Of course, they have a much better technology inside, right? So if this thing breaks, you are going to cry. Why? Because if this thing spoils, no problem. I just buy another one. Do you know what's the compressor? Do you know what's the compressor? Every aircon has a compressor, right? Then your outside, your aircon has an outdoor unit one, right? And the thing is very noisy one, right? The thing that goes, the vibrating stuff, that is the compressor, the main heart of the aircon system. So if your cheap aircon compressor breaks, no worries. This thing is like what? 600 bucks to fix. You can even change a new one. But if this breaks, you are going to cry because maybe the compressor itself is already 2,000. So you see, do you fix that or do you change a new one? You get what I mean? You get what I mean? It's like when you buy an iPhone, it's like when you buy an iPhone, let's say the iPhone costs like what, 5,000 bucks. If you drop the thing and the screen cracked and Apple says, oh, right, I'm sure we can surely fix the screen for you. That will be 2,500 ringgit. You are paying half the price of the phone to fix the bloody screen. Okay, and now you're stuck in this stupid dilemma. Should you fix the screen or should you just change the phone? Right? Because if you change the phone, damn, you have to fork out another 2,500. But if you fix that screen, the screen itself is 2,500, you're like, oh my God, you feel like a donkey now. Right? So you see, things are not always that straightforward. This is why we always go for 3-star. I mean, even if you buy 5, if you say, sir, I'm so ashamed of myself, I buy 3-star. Hey, no shame. Right? Because you see, yes, this will save more, but if this thing breaks down more often, if you use more spare part to fix this appliance, you are actually doing more harm to the environment. Right? Because making the part, you need factory to use electricity. So in the end, you use the same amount of electricity as 3-star. You get what I'm trying to say here, guys? You get what I'm trying to say here? It's like, okay, let's talk about cars, okay? I'm sure you guys, okay, guys especially, you are very interested in cars. In terms of efficiency, who is the better at it? German cars. If you buy a BMW, you can be damn sure this thing will save you a lot of petrol, right? And if you buy a Toyota, I mean, they are not bad, they are okay. But in terms of durability, in terms of long lasting, would you buy a BMW? Would you buy a BMW? Have you seen a 20-year-old BMW before? No. Because when they hit 10 years old, your BMW will start leaking everywhere. You'll start leaking oil, leaking here, your door will start to make some funny noise. And before you know it, you're so fed up of the car, you say, I'm just going to sell the car, right? Whereas a Toyota can easily last for 20 years. So who, in this case, is more environmental friendly? Of course, the Toyota is, right? I mean, it's not as efficient, but the longer you drive the car, the less waste you produce. Hey, if you drive a BMW, and now you scrape your car, you just don't want to fix it anymore, you just want to use it as a scrape, you created a big rubbish. So where are they going to throw the car? You see the problem now? You see the problem now? So, I mean, efficiency is a very good thing. In practice, sorry, in theory, practically, you don't always go for 5-star. Right? I mean, you still have to consider the cost and everything. Okay? A word of advice here, guys. A word of advice. If you want a car that lasts for very long, please go for either a local car like Baroda or Proton, or you go for a Japanese car like Toyota and Honda. If you drive a German car, be prepared to have a thick wallet because your BMW, your Mercedes-Benz, your Volkswagen, your Audi, whatever you name it it's going to cost you a bomb to repair. Right? A bit leaking here, you need 4 figures to fix. So if you shit money, different story If you say, sir, all I have is money. I am the descendant of some sultan. I'm a descendant of a Nigerian prince. Then okay, good for you. Okay, why not you just buy a Bentley? Every 5 years you change new car. Money is no concern, right? If you're a poor peasant like me, I drive a Toyota. Okay, problem, worry free. Okay, so wow, I'm giving you advice on buying appliance now. So auntie, right? Okay, anyway, so number 8, So the diagram 8.1 shows two gas jar A and B mounted on a glowing candle. Gas jar A contains inhaled air. As I said just now, inhaled air is 21% oxygen. Exhaled air is 16% oxygen. So of course this is going to burn more. Okay, 这里开始. Hey, why do you think we buy a hybrid car? Cause we poor ma, we don't want to pay for petrol, right? Right. Hey, my Toyota hybrid saves me half the petrol every week. I'm pumping petrol twice per month. I love that car. It's so fuel efficient. It saves so much petrol. I love that car. Okay, I'm still broke. Okay. Anyway, so this is 21%. This is 16%. Teacher Eve is saying a little bit too much information already, isn't it? I'm gonna ask her why she's so busybody. Okay. Anyway, so if you look at this stopwatch here, the stopwatch shows the time taken by the candle in gas jar A to go out, right? So this stopwatch is showing gas jar A. Okay, can you guys read this? What is this time? You don't every time digital. This is analog. How do you read this? Use zoomers. Can you zoomers read this? Wow, Melvin, that's very good. That's very good. What about the rest of you? What is this? Many students that mean, oh, so this is 8 seconds. 8 seconds. I mean, will this thing go off in 8 seconds? It makes no sense, isn't it? Yeah, Yashmini, don't say that. Oh, don't say that. I'm sure you. Hey, hello, you're 15 for God's sake. I met my wife at 26. You have 10 years to go. 11. Right. So this is 5 minutes and 8 seconds. Why? Because you have to look at the minute scale inside. This is the second scale. Okay, so 5 minutes and 8 seconds. I mean, this is your grandpa's age stopwatch. You might say, sir, who the hell still uses this? I mean, you are correct, but you still have to know. So this thing uses 5 minutes, right? What about this? So you see they're asking for it. Predict the time taken in gas jar B to go out. Justify your prediction. So before you give any funny number, 3 minutes something, 4 minutes something, you don't have to think so much. Just say less than 5 minutes 8 seconds. Kurang daripada 5 minit 8 saat. Right, because this is less. Why? Because there's less oxygen. Because your B has less oxygen. Kurang oxygen. So what? Because oxygen is required for combustion. Oksigen diperlukan untuk pembakaran. You need oxygen to burn. That's why when you have less oxygen, you burn less time. Okay, you burn in a shorter time. Okay, so that's the meaning. Right, so B, okay, I hope you guys understand this. Guys, if you have any question to ask, make sure to ask it right now. Okay, especially if you're new here, like Jenny, are you okay? Chersian, are you okay? And Jingyang, are you okay? Are you guys here? So don't be shy to ask. I will answer all your questions. Right, so B, we have like what? 9 minutes. Okay, we can still do a few more. So B, inhaled air may contain suspended substances such as dust. Some people are allergic to dust in the air they breathe in. You know what is allergic? You know what's allergic? Allergic is when any one of you here allergic to dust? I mean, I am one. Okay, I really hate my nose sometimes. If I'm in a dusty condition, oh my god, there goes my nose will non-stop sneeze. I'll get rashes, and then I'll start having tears and mucus everywhere. This is really annoying. All right, if you are allergic to dust. So as you can see here, Alice strode through a garden full of blooming flowers. Okay, there are many flowers here. So a few minutes later, she started to sneeze repeatedly. Can you explain what happens to Alice? Right, as you know, flowers, they will produce something called pollen. Okay, pollen or pollen grains. Bunga menghasilkan bunga. This is called 花粉 Plant sperm, yes, plant sperm. Guys, let me clarify something. This is pronounced as pollen, not pollen. Poland is that Poland is a country. Okay, please don't say Poland. I cringe every time I hear Poland. Okay, Poland is a country. Hitler's favorite country. If you get what I mean. Okay, shit, I'm going to hell for this. Okay, so flowers produce pollen. So what is Alice doing? So Alice, what she did, she inhaled the pollens. Okay, Alice menyedut the bunga. Okay, she inhaled it into her lungs. So this thing will trigger an allergic reaction. 过敏反应 tindak balas alahan. Allergic. Okay, so basically, guys, okay, just extra. I think I told you guys this before. How do you explain allergic? Okay, what makes allergic? Allergic means your white blood cell, they will treat the allergen, the thing that causes you allergy, they will treat it as a foreign substance. They will treat it as a pathogen. That means if let's say me, if I'm very allergic to dust, that means my white blood cell, when they see dust, they have no chill. They will treat the dust as an enemy. So they will try to kill the dust and then they will overreact, they will freak out. My white blood cell will freak out. Okay, if you're allergic to seafood, like I am too, then when you eat seafood, your white blood cell will also freak out lah. This one you cannot change one. If you're born with white blood cell freaking out at the easiest thing, then it sucks to be you lor, because I'm just like that. Okay, so anyway, number 2, what practice should be done by Alice when strolling in the garden? So she should wear a mask. Okay, memakai. Right, guys, after 2 years of COVID, what is mask called in Bahasa Melayu? Sila memakai. You see this thing everywhere. Even my sejahtera, they tell you to do it. When you go take vaccination, they tell you to do it. What is mask called in BM? Anyone? Anyone? Ashwin, don't try to be funny, Ashwin. This is called pelitup. Pelitup muka. Pelitup, not topeng. I see topeng all the time. Topeng is a face mask, right? If you go to Halloween, then you are wearing a topeng. Okay, it's called pelitup. For God's sake, it's COVID for 2 years already. If you still don't know how to say mask, then shame on you, right? Anyway, next C. Wow, this is a long question. A motorcyclist had an accident and was seriously injured in the chest as a result of the crash. He was rushed to the hospital but died upon arrival. Okay, that means when he reached hospital, he died. The autopsy report, do you know what's an autopsy? Autopsy is your laporan bedah siasat. When you die, they have to cut you open to see what's wrong with you. Okay, 华语叫验尸报告. This is an autopsy. Confirm the victim failed to breathe due to a diaphragm muscle injury as a result of being punctured by the broken ribs. Okay, that means he crashed his motorcycle. The bone here, the rib bone, it broke, and then the thing puncture the diaphragm. Right? This is very serious. So from autopsy report, why did the diaphragm muscle injury cause the victim fail to breathe? Explain. Right? So they want you to explain how did the diaphragm cause him to die? Right. So first, let's talk about the function of diaphragm. What is diaphragm for? Diaphragm is to control your breathing. Right? When your diaphragm goes up, you exhale. When your diaphragm goes down, you inhale. So diaphragm controls breathing. Okay, diaphragma mengawal pernafasan. Okay, controls breathing. Air pressure unable to change. Yeah, you can say that too. You can say that too. Or you can just say breathing stops when diaphragm fails. Okay, pernafasan berhenti apabila diafragma gagal. Okay, so the thing just failed, so the thing stopped working. That's why, guys, if you are into combat sports, if you watch boxing, if you watch MMA or judo or karate or whatever, do you know you cannot punch here? You cannot punch here. The abdomen here, this is where your diaphragm is. You cannot punch that. Okay, so it doesn't. Don't you breathe with your lungs? I mean, you breathe with your lungs, but your lungs cannot move. Your lungs cannot move. It's the diaphragm that moves. Okay. You get what I mean? You see, all the breathing tubes, your trachea, your bronchus, your bronchial, your lungs, they cannot move by themselves. There's only two things moving: your diaphragm and your intercostal muscle. All right? I can punch the liver. Can me? Can me? So diaphragm makes space for oxygen. Yeah, they do. It's the diaphragm is like your syringe. You know your syringe? When you pull your syringe, you suck in air lah. So your diaphragm does that thing. So when you have no breathing, you have no gaseous exchange. Okay, tiada pertukaran gas. Right? So when there's no gaseous exchange, you die lah. Of course lah. I mean, your breathing stops lah. How can you not die? So that's the thing. Right? So your diaphragm is very important. Your diaphragm is very important. So you are not allowed to punch someone there. Most combat sports anyway. I mean, you cannot punch the crotch for obvious reasons, and you cannot punch the abdomen. This part of the abdomen, the side you can. Okay, the side you can. So combat sport is actually a very dangerous thing. So make sure you know what you're doing. Right. So anyway, the rest of it, guys, the rest of it you can do it at home. Okay, the answer I will put it into Google Classroom this weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday. You can check the answer there yourself. Right. So again, you can't punch the back of the head, of course. Okay, the head is out of the question. So guys, if you have any question, don't hesitate to WhatsApp me or find me on Google Classroom. Okay, so this is the last minute revision already. If you have anything to ask, please ask. Okay, please do. So I think I will stop here. Okay, our time is almost up. So I will see you again. What's my number? What's my number? Okay, guys, please write my number down if you need it. 010-272-9597. Okay, don't hesitate to WhatsApp me if you need anything. So guys, I guess I'll see you next week. Have a happy Thursday. Okay, good luck to you if you're having your final soon. Okay, I will see you next week. Right, so take care, guys. I will see you soon. Take care and good night. Bye-bye.